Losing myself and finding my strength, came to the conclusion that I want it all. Feeling that pressure of trying to do better. I want to reach heights, but too scared to fall. Too scared of failure, way more scared of feeling regret from not even trying. That's terrifying. I understand that chasing my goals, I bury my clocks because it take time. I gotta go, I already know. If I want to grow, you reap what you sow. That be the case. Planting my seeds and water my base. Yeah, I made mistakes. Yeah, I know you grow in your garden, but watch for the snakes. The people that act like you crazy for trying to stay far away. They don't think it's possible. I think it's possible. That is just hate. Yeah, they hate themselves because they on the shelf while you create a life that you love. A life that you love. Yeah. Loving the fact you're improving yourself. Decided that you would not settle. Decided that you got the drive to do it. The road got bumping your foot on the pedal. You go up a level. You turn up whenever it's time for you to go put in that work. I know my worth. I know it ain't gonna be easy. Yeah, I know it hurt. One thing is for sure. Yeah. Until they put me in this earth. Before I ride in that hearse. I'm chasing my goals. I'm chasing my goals. Yeah. Loving the fact you're improving yourself. Decided that you would not settle. Decided that you got the drive to do it. The road got bumping your foot on the pedal. I'm chasing my goals. All right, and welcome back to another episode. Thank y'all so much for being here. If you were on YouTube, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel, like right now. Go ahead, stop what you're doing. It take 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 seconds, and like and subscribe. Also, if you were on a podcast platform, please leave me a review. These things help me keep this thing going. Also, I got a new way for y'all to support me. It's a lot simpler. You can just buy me a cup of coffee. I love coffee. I drink it every day. If you want to support me, do your boy a favor and just buy me a cup of coffee. I put the link in the description to do so. It's pretty simple. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm glad y'all listened to this episode today. I want this episode to be one of those kind of episodes that light a fire under your butt a little bit, to serve as a reminder for you to start that thing, and why you need to start that thing, that goal you have, that project, that habit you need to break, that habit you need to form, that vision you have for your life, that dream you want to come true. And a powerful concept that we should adopt to help us on this journey is the idea that you are being selfish if you don't go for it. If you don't go for those dreams and those goals, that is selfish. So let's get to it. And if this is your first time listening to me, or you haven't heard me say this before, please share my podcast if you like what you hear, or if you know somebody that would benefit from hearing the things I have to say. Also, this is not one of those podcasts where I tell you what to do because I have everything figured out and I quote unquote made it to the top. That's not what this is. I'm on this journey with you. The things I talk about on here are things that I'm doing right now with you, things that I am implementing in my life, and things that I'm working on too. And the things that I have done have made impacts on my life and on my journey because, again, we are in this together. And I also need to say this. As humans, myself included, a lot of times, way too often, we are our own worst critics. We can be our worst critics. And what happens is we turn into the very thing that holds us back, the very thing that stands in our way from us getting to where we want to go. And even if you don't believe this part yet, borrow some belief from me that it is possible for you to accomplish those things you want to accomplish. But I also want to light that fire inside you so you can understand that the time is now. Now, not next week. Not next month when you think you'll be less busy. It's right now. We need to take action now. Action is what's going to give you clarity. Action gives you that feeling of accomplishment when you start seeing some progress. Action leads to growth. Because what I don't want for you, myself included, is to get to the end of the road and have it full of all the coulda, woulda, shouldas of what could be if you would have just actually built that life that you deserve. Now, I don't exactly know who all listens to this podcast, and I don't even need to know who does, or know you personally, to know that the vision that you have been gifted, that you see for yourself, you deserve that life. Those goals, those dreams, the vision that you want to create, all those things are possible because you are the person who can make it happen. Nobody else has that exact same vision you have. Similar, maybe, but not exactly like you see it, like you want it. That vision is in you because you are the person that can make it happen, but you're just going to have to get out of your own damn way. So let's get to it. So a quote I love to use is an analogy, and I can't remember who it was from, but it stuck with me. But it said, you honor the dream by doing the work. And I love this quote. You honor the dream by doing the work. This quote says that we need to raise the necessity to show up for our dreams, right? Raise it up on our priority list. We need to stop making all the damn excuses on why we ain't showing up, why we ain't starting. Stop making the excuses of when the time is going to be right. Because by doing that, we are not honoring the dream. We get in our own way. And to honor the dream, we got to get to it. We got to go get it. We got to put in the work. We have to do the work. And what kind of work gets done no matter what? What kind of work that it don't matter what the circumstances are, we will figure out how to get it done? The kind of work that is our highest priority. And I've used this example before, but if you have kids or a pet, you wouldn't ever say, oh, I'll feed them next weekend. I really want to finish this Netflix show. No. Why? Because not only is it a responsibility to keep them alive, but they are a high priority in your life, right? So we have to get to a point where we just do the work. And I really want to talk about this idea with you that it's actually selfish if you don't go for it, because there are people in your life that will benefit from it. And not just from a financial standpoint. There are folks in your life who will see you and see what you did, that is possible, that you are the living, breathing proof. And maybe they look like you or identify with who you are, people in your family or your friends, younger folks like nieces and nephews, people looking up to you, people that will benefit from seeing you do it. And like I said, you have been gifted this vision. And I truly believe that part of the exchange for being gifted that vision is for you to give back to the world by showing them your vision. And you ain't going to achieve this vision unless you take that action and go for it by doing the work. And we really need to adopt this idea of it being selfish to not go for it when we feel like we just don't have the time, right? And look, there is a time and a place. We go through seasons in which we go after goals, and certain seasons require a certain pace, right? A faster pace or a slower pace, depending on where you are mentally and all the other moving parts you got going on in your world. But we have to just acknowledge that we have full plates. A lot of us have full plates. I know I damn sure do. We are all busy people. And the last thing added to a plate that's already full is usually the first thing that goes when life gets crazy. I'm going to say that again. The last thing added to a plate that's already full is usually the first thing that goes when life gets crazy. Now, for the ones who know me, who know me personally, and are friends with me on social media, you probably noticed how I've kind of been a ghost. Well, not kind of. I've been a ghost lately. I had to step away from social media and being so active. The winter was hard on me mentally. I just didn't have it. It wasn't serving me to keep that up. A combination of depression and anxiety, this economy, the president, this political climate, so much negativity. I just needed to sit my ass down for a little bit. And of course, I'm still working, right? I'm still building towards my dreams. I'm still busy as hell. It's the end of March, and I already applied for the most grants I ever did in my life. And if you ever apply for a grant, then you know it is a hell of a lot of work. And in 3 months, I applied for 6. And on top of that, I'm still writing this hip-hop play. I'm still working on all the other gigs I have, editing gigs, performing, still putting out these podcast episodes, staying active in the gym. Oh, and I guess y'all will be the first to know, but I did win a grant. I won a Forecast Public Art Grant. Artist as Witness is that title. So I will be working on a music project for that. So yeah, your boy been a ghost, but a busy ghost. But like I said, the last thing added to a plate that's already full is usually the first thing to go when life gets crazy. And mentally, it did for me. It got crazy. Anyway, we have to raise the necessity that this goal and these dreams that we have that don't look like anybody else's dreams, that this is really damn important, right? So again, I want you to humor me with this idea that is selfish if you don't go for it. Because if you really think about it, about this idea you have in your heart, let's say you know exactly what it is. Or maybe you might even be telling yourself that you don't know what it is. Because if you say that you don't know what it is, then you don't have to actually go for it, right? Because if you say it out loud, then you really have to go for it, right? Because now other people are watching. And let me just pivot for a second. But sometimes when we say we're going after something or what our dreams are, it might sound crazy to other folks because they don't have the same vision as you do. They can only give you advice from their own experiences. So they may not be chasing their dreams at the level you're chasing your dreams at. So you might be afraid to say it out loud because it'll sound crazy to them, right? That's real. But again, hear with me. I got sidetracked. So I want you to think about it like this, that this dream you have, it was put inside you for a reason, right? And it is not by accident. It is for you. You can do this. Now, maybe you don't have everything you need at the moment to make it come to fruition, but you do have a start. You have to start. You already have at least that mental spark, right? It's in your brain. Now it's just time to take action so you can get some clarity. You ain't gonna figure it out by sitting around and thinking about it. No, that ain't how this works. You have to just go. Literally. Plus, when you start, even if it's just a tiny little baby step in the right direction, it gives you some momentum. And that momentum is gonna feel good. Like, okay, I did that. I can do this. Here we go. And then you just stack those days, you stack those wins, and you just keep going and going and going until one day you look up and you see how much change you made, how much you got done, how many steps you took. And I want to ask you this. So let's shift from your heart. Let's shift to your heart, this heart you have. And if you have a heart like this, then you really, truly want to make an impact. It really matters to you. And maybe you don't know exactly what you want to do right now. And maybe it keeps you up at night. Or maybe you are at work and these ideas just pop up in your head. Or you see something that's a reminder of that vision you had. And it gives you this kind of gut reaction to it, right? My question is, do you think that's in you by accident? Do you think that your resilience and all the curveballs in life you had to go through, all the things you had to overcome in your life, and especially if you've tried working on this dream before already, even though you are being stagnant right now, that dream is still there. Despite all the problems you had to navigate, do you think that dream and that resilience is inside you by accident? And if you're in a season right now where things are just really hard on multiple levels, first, I want to say that you are stronger than you think. You are stronger than you think, and you will get through this. And two, this season is building that future resistance. It's making it that much stronger. This only proves further that the vision you had, you are made for this. Even when it feels like you're dropping the ball, you are handling this. And even when you get that gut feeling, and I definitely get this gut feeling or feeling in the back of your mind, this uncomfortable feeling, like this idea, it'll pop up in your head, and the feeling is kind of uncomfortable because you know you got this dream. You know you can be doing more, doing better when it comes to truly applying yourself. You ever get that feeling? It's almost like guilt, right? And you know what I think? I think that feeling should be looked at as a gift. Because it really is. Instead of it being a negative feeling, you need to shift it and use it as fuel. That feeling is what separates you from other folks around you who don't have a vision or a desire to go after something. And that feeling in your gut or in the back of your mind is wanting you to push yourself. But you have to do it. You have to be the one who uses it as fuel. And sometimes that feeling can cause paralysis by analysis. And this happens when you have so much in your head, you want to do so much, you're not sure where to start, which step to take first, and you're analyzing and you're thinking about it. And when it comes down to actually take action, you don't take any because you can't. Not because you can't physically, but because mentally, you just can't take that step. You get paralyzed. You just sit there and do nothing. Have that ever happened to you? Where you know you should be taking action, you should be doing things, working on that project, and you know all the steps you have to take, And then you think and you think and you think some more, and you try and figure out what to do first. You think about how much you need to get done to even be halfway where you want to be. And you think more about it, and then you overthink it until eventually you look up and all this time has gone by and you ain't even started. And you can still use this as fuel because the thoughts are still there. It's still in you. And that is the gift. You have it all in your head. You just need to do it. Understand that most people don't even have it in their minds to begin with. They really don't. Don't let your thoughts paralyze you. Okay, write things down. I say this all the time. Figure it out on pen and paper. It's way easier to figure things out when you write them down. You can jot them down. You can type them out if you need to. But also, don't take a whole bunch of time with this part because you will be right back at step one, not actually taking any action and just writing stuff down. But when you write it out and you take the action right away, all these thoughts in your head, use them as your gift. Use them because it is a gift. A gift that's not just for you. Because if you don't show up for yourself and figure out how to solve things, there are people out there who won't get to see somebody like you do it. Most people don't dream or have big goals and dreams. And even less of them are going to take any action at all. So what if you have this dream inside you and this willingness to do things like listen to a podcast and work on yourself and take steps towards something you've never done before? What if your willingness to do all this is because you are supposed to make it happen? That this is what is meant to be. Just entertain that thought for a second. So honor your dreams and do the work. Understand that struggle is part of it. Feeling like you lost, that's part of it. If you fall in that trap on social media, maybe you have a bad habit of comparing yourself to the rest of social media, understand you only see what people want you to see. And most of the time, they only post their highlights, their accomplishments, the projects, the accolades. And it just look like they have it all together, right? Like they don't ever struggle, like they know what they're doing at all times. When in reality, that is not the case. They feel lost. They feel like they don't know what to do next. They get paralysis by analysis too, myself included. I feel all these things. I get overwhelmed. I mess up. I feel like I'm not doing enough. I compare myself even when I know I'm not supposed to be comparing myself to others because it's hard as hell not to. Everybody is just like everybody else. All of us go through at least some of these things. And understand, this is normal. This is part of the process. This is part of the journey. This is necessary. We have to go through these stages, and by working through all these things and being consistent and showing up for yourself when you're working on these things and going after your goals and taking steps in the right direction and picking yourself up when you fall, all this is grooming you. It's turning you into that person who is somebody that does accomplish those dreams, because we just are not those people yet. We're not. And that's okay. We have to become them. And this is part of that process. But you have to take action. Otherwise, you will not become the person who accomplishes the things you want to accomplish. And I really want you to think about that. And like I always say, I'm on this journey with you, and I truly want you to grow, and I'll be taking these steps right with you. So that's what I got for you today, man. Thank y'all so much for being here. Like I said at the top of the show, I am giving y'all a new way to support me. You can buy me a cup of coffee. It's the most simplest way to support me. Like I said, I love coffee. I drink coffee at least one time a day. Do your boy a favor. Buy me a cup of coffee. I put a link in the description to do that. But also, if you like this episode, please share this on your social media or with a friend or family member who you think would benefit from hearing this message. Let's go ahead and get to this music. The song I got for y'all today, it is another unreleased song. This one is called Miss Your Chance. Let's ride out.
I suddenly became hyper-aware of my body.
I don't know what music that is.
That music is all they have.
You want me to turn it up?
And this one is my theme song. Might take it back to the 2000s and make this one my ringtone. I disappeared, they was looking for me. They couldn't find me like Nemo. But I'm popping out tonight. Wanna see me dish your chains? I'm about to hit my dance like, yeah. I'm about to take this shot like, yeah. I'm I'm about to take this pic like, yeah, I'm about to do me like, yeah, you better not miss your chance. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard you was looking for me. Here I am. You better not miss your chance. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard you was looking for me. Here I am. You better not miss your chance. You so dope to me. Like in them pictures on IG, I feel like you pose for me. But this ain't the gram. You in my space. I love when you close to me. And your body language got manners. Love how it spoke to me. That's how it's supposed to be. We look so fly right now. Feel like I'm in a whole nother time zone. I feel like I'm overseas. And I need bread, I need cheese. I ain't talking about groceries. Last year was so old to me. I know they been waiting on my new shit like potpourri. Don't worry, won't be long. Cause this one is my theme song. Might take it back to the 2000s and make this one my ringtone. I disappeared, they was looking for me. They couldn't find me like Nemo. But I'm popping out tonight. Wanna see me dish your chance? I'm about to hit my dance like, yeah. I'm about to take this shot like, yeah. I'm about to take this pic like, yeah. I'm about to do me like, yeah. You better not miss your chance. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard you was looking for me. Here I am. You better not miss your chance. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard you was looking for me. Here I am. You better not miss your chance. Yeah, I be so smooth on the beat. I be that dude your dude wanna be. I be so cool, your cool feel like heat. And it's my summer. You go watch me go on the high street like nudes on the beach. I'm on the wave, I'm through with the beach. Been on the wave, left you with the beach. And I'm still hot, no I didn't drop my flame. Just had a lot on my brain, so I got ghosts. Just know a lot done changed, no I am not the same. It's not even close. And I feel like I deserve it, cause practice make perfect. I know I sound like a coach, I know I'm climbing a mountain. That's how I know I'm a GOAT, don't make me boast. Cause this one is my theme song. Might take it back to the 2000s and make this one my ringtone. I disappeared, they was looking for me. They couldn't find me like Nemo. But I'm popping lunch tonight. Wanna see me dish your chance? I'm about to hit my dance like, yeah. I'm about to take this shot like, yeah. I'm about to take this pic like, yeah. I'm about to